Hello, welcome. I'm gonna play Murder Mystery today. Well, just a quick game, have some fun, you know, the usual. Be sure to leave a like, a comment and subscribe if you do enjoy the content, but also let me know what you want to see next. It helps a ton, and I thank you all for your constant support. I cannot believe how far we've come. It's amazing, really, it is very amazing. So yeah, let's get into the video. And that's probably one of my quickest intros I've ever done. Just going to play some Murder Mystery, as you know. As I've said, we're going to play the map, the Gold Rush Festival. Woo! It's not a bad map, honestly. And I've also figured out that you guys really liked when I did the hate on the ancient map, so maybe I'll have more videos specific about certain maps at a time. We'll add like a new little look at it, and at least helps you guys relate and like understand the maps a bit more. This map does have a bank thing. I do not know the code, but that area is closed off because of those doors. Normally you'd be able to open these doors would get opened on some maps, and then you'd be able to type in that code right there. But I don't know the code, honestly. I'm not even quite sure how to figure it out. You could let me know in the comments, that'd be great. I could do little gestures if I wanted to as well. Just gonna do a little bit of running, figure out, keep a distance from everyone until we figure out the murderer. There's 14 players, there's 14 innocents and 1 murderer, so that's a 15 player game. Normally there's 16, which means either someone died or someone just did not join. Murder Mystery is a really simple concept of a game. All you have to do is run. If you're the innocent, as I am, you have to run around, collect gold, and then once you get 10 gold you'll be able to get a bow and a single arrow. With that single arrow then you'd be able to fire at anyone basically, but if you fire at an innocent or the detective you'd end up dying yourself as well as that player. But if you fire at the murderer, you win the game. The murderer can throw the weapon and get people deaded by that way. They can also just do normal slashes, and their job is to make sure they don't get caught by the detective or the innocents. The detective has recently been killed, and now speaking of the detective, their duty is simple. They start with a bow and they have infinite arrows with a cooldown. Those arrows, they will last all game, and they have to find the murderer. But if they fail to find the murderer and end up shooting a player, it goes the same way as a player, and they end up dying, dropping that weapon, dropping the bow. This is a camping murder, maybe? Or is it a horse murderer? Can't tell. There's some people running around and stuff and just not really caring. We've got to be careful either way, because we don't have any clues on who it would be. Normally what you do, sometimes people help out each other in chat, some people they don't. It's like if they witness the murderer, then yeah, that's fair enough, you can say. But I don't like to mad. But when people I'm in a party with and they say who the murderer is, I don't normally like to go after the murderer because that's metagaming. And it's like kind of unfair, you know? Like, the murderer can't help that you're in a party, and it looks like we won, woo! The game can end up in a short period of time or quick period of time, and it's really, really fun. I don't even know why I like playing Murder Mystery as much. It's just a very fun, addictive game that tests your detective skills and allows you to think a bit more, but not as well at the same time. So, like, if you're the murderer, you don't want to get caught, but if you're the detective, you want to find the murderer and try and see if the murderer will slip up at any time. So it's really a really interesting game and the concept of how to play it. Now if you're like me and you take Murder Mystery very seriously, then you'd think of all these little things and be very, very careful. I normally, when I started playing Murder Mystery, used to do the hiding strategy, but ever since I started recording, I stopped playing the hiding strat and started going for the run. Now this murderer, you probably noticed, why will you ask him, why is the game go so quickly? Well, that's because the murderer did not want to be the murderer. I used to do the same. And well, when someone doesn't want to be the murderer, they just end up just jumping from somewhere high. Just like anything you. Murdering is not my passion. Because some people, they'd just much rather prefer to just detect and find things rather than actually kill people. Because, you know, it's easier chances of winning and all that. But a lot of people like to be the murderer. I don't. No, like it's not fun. Oh no, glitching. Glitching lag? I don't know. Let's go this way instead then. I've noticed that I'm like more confident and more energetic and talking with myself a lot more, and it's kind of weird and creepy if you think about it, because being a YouTuber, you're just talking to yourself and no one else. It's kind of sad actually. Like if you're not doing a collab or anything, you're just alone in reality and talking to an imaginary audience. And I forgot to bring a drink. This type, oh Jesus. Okay. Random map. Aquarium. I do like this map. It's got a nice, pretty map. The build team was really good and all that. Of the Hypixel. And I do like these odds, like having very low murder chances. Like, because I absolutely hate being a murderer. However, when you're also on 1.16.5 or, well, at least over 1.18 on a version that's over 1.8.9, you've got to stay clear of the trapdoors, because those trapdoors are glitch spots. So if you don't want to glitch, you stay away. Keep clear of them and just keep playing. Now you can tell the difference between a forced death and a murder death because of the sounds. That sound that we just heard was a player shooting another player. So a miss in judgment. Then that crit sound was, well, a damage sound I think? Yeah, it was a damage sound, was a murderer kill. Yeah, that's a damage sound, I think. Quite hard to tell the difference, but you just recognise by the sounds. So you'd often judge it by if you're alone and stuff. You gotta be careful and keep an eye on people. Give them an opportunity to kill you if needs be, and you know, hope for the best. These two were the ones that killed each other. Ooh, I'm alone on this one. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I do want to make that jump, honestly. It'd be amazing to make that jump. It'd be fun. I have a feeling it's possible, but not possible at the same time. It's quite interesting. Conundrum. And yeet. I did it! Haha! And now I sit in the corner and wait. It's already been over 8 minutes, and I'm just talking randomly about this stuff. Okay. This map headquarters is quite decent. It's not very easy to hide from the murderer. You're just running around at this point. It's more of a runaround map or a stealth point, or a stealth map where you get to higher points and hope for the best. Like up here, so people would go up to here and hide, but they wouldn't have no advantage or anything like that, except for being a potential runaway. Then you've got over here, which is more better for infected rather than a classic. There's the that's the detective over there. So I didn't recognise it. Oh, and that's the murderer. Okay. Well, that was a quick game. So yeah, there's different types of murderers as well. There's the stealth murderers that take their time, make sure they don't get caught. And then there's the ones that just go straight out, no hiding, just all weapons blazing. quite interesting, honestly. Normally when I'm the murderer, I either do the scroll, or I use a scroll, or I just use the 2 and the 1 and 2, but I don't move my head back and forth as much, because, well, that's just like a 10-minute exercise just to get your hand from one part of the keyboard to another, and it's really infuriating and interesting, really. But I don't have much to worry about. I think this video will probably mostly be innocent, but it'll be fun to do a murderer and hopefully win. I do remember my first murder game when I did decide to play as a murderer. I was recording that day, which was quite fun. Not my first murder win was then, but before that I would always just die. I still can't believe how far I've gotten though. It's quite interesting, and well, I guess I've got a long way to go still, and I am learning and all that, but I'm gonna get there eventually. Because all these little things and all that, it's just a learning curve. And as I do YouTube a lot more, it gets me more practice and just helps me improve even further. Because of how simple these games are though, I don't have to do much editing, and I'm like, oh wow. The most editing I'd probably have to do is subtitling, and that. Sure, I can get a ping, it can be quite tiring at times, but I don't have to subtitle every word. And I probably could figure it out as I go. Like, I have fun this way. I'm in a really fortunate position of life, and I'm lucky. The villager death sound, I'm pretty sure was a player killing a player. There goes a detective, they're right in this room. Did it. And I knew it was them because by looking at the minimap I was able to locate the bow, which was right out here above this guy, who was the detective. And then I saw a guy coming towards me. And the detective had only just died. So, thanks to a bit of about a little bit of math and stuff and calculation, I was able to deduce that the guy was the murderer. And we won that way. Because, you know, I'm smart. Like, I'm not really good at commentating on what I'm doing and all that, but I have been on this map a lot. Oh my god, this is like, what, the 5th time I've been on this map today? No, 3rd time this video, yeah. And I've been playing this video. So, this is the 3rd time, and this map is getting exactly quite boring, but it's not as bad as the Ancient Tomb map. I absolutely hate that map, and I want it to burn. Okay, the murderer is a camping murderer by the looks of it. It's a female skin, potentially? It's another dead person there. They're camping on top? Yes, they are. That's going to be them by the looks of it, if that guy's eyes. Keeping on to Steve. Let's Steve down. Let's jump down to here to safety. Steve murderer. Okay, so that's not so fluffy. But no, wouldn't we have... Wouldn't be not so fluffy because they were up top. Be that? Yeah, okay, it is Aubrey Enjoyer. That's the murderer. Let's get some gold now then. 4 gold down. I need to stay away from that skin. I need to keep myself safe, secure. Check my corners. The murderer's down bottom. It's just 3 of us. It's the murderer and 2 innocent. They're probably going to camp the bow. Okay. Go slow, take my time. Find a spot. Keep out of open areas, keep moving. The other guy has the way. And the wolf. And I'm dead. Let's see if they win. Oh, it's a ring around the rosies. Nice. They lost because they thought I was typing. Oh my god, why would you do that? You don't type unless you know a clear spot. Like, what the fudge? That's such an idiot move. I'm back on Gold Rush. Woohoo! I do wish we could like have a train map. Like that's just a train that goes in a loop. That'd be quite cool and interesting, and how people have to just run in a circle after each other and all that. That'd be really interesting. It's like if the murderer was chasing you. So say this is the inside the train, what would have to happen for the map to work? You'd have to be running around in a literal circle. That'd be a really interesting concept to play. But then again, it also would have its disadvantages, but it also will be able to give it some advantages, such as allowing people to potentially walk on outside of the train or on top of the train as well, which will give them the risk of falling off, and it just makes it a whole new interesting aspect, and will keep murder mystery alive because, you know, it's dying slowly and you don't want a dying game. Doors are locked. Let's go upstairs. I don't want to like come up with theories between each of the maps and like how they all work and stuff, because, you know, Hypixel is such a big thing. It's really interesting. But surely everything would have a story, because the lobby for Hypixel is like really interesting. An amount of detail, and it's just, it can't be just a lobby. Why can't it have theories and stuff for it? So yeah, don't stop questioning life. There's always going to be things that you're never going to be able to answer, but there's always a chance that you might be able to answer them, or because of your questions other people might be able to answer them as well. And that's like an interesting philosophy, because if you're thinking about one thing, you could also think about and introduce that thought to others. What the fudge is that? Huh. And if you introduce thought to others, then I don't care about the game anymore. I'm more interested in this. And they left. So I've got to be careful now, because it sounds like it's a riding murderer. Yeah, I'm dead. Lag. Let's go for the next game. Boop boop. I'm so glad I'm not playing my Ancient Tome map today, because if I was, you'd be hearing me raging and just being annoyed by that map absolutely to the 100%. Like, people are allowed to have hates and dislikes and like not like anything and all that, but you know, sometimes it's funny just to hear what people don't like. And just to let you all know, my community and my Twitch, my YouTube, and all that, on my other socials, they're open for everyone. You don't, even if you're like, you can be LGBTQ, those in the side, or you could also be a furry, and I don't mind, because you just be you and be happy. And I guess I'm because I'm allowing them. It makes sense that I'm allowing people to be open with their opinions, but please be mindful. Yeah, I get you can not like them, but just because one person acts a certain way doesn't mean they represent an entire community. Because another part of the community could be really wholesome and nice, and rather not like that. So don't let one person judge how you see one part of the community. Just be happy. Have fun. That's all you need. And all my socials and stuff are in the description. That's always exciting. Well, very pretty. We try to do as much as we can. It's just we have loads of things on their way for the community. From the community that I'm building slowly, but just because they're slowly being built doesn't mean they're not being built at all. Being worked on, they're big projects and stuff. But speaking about building, I do want to let you know that I do have some builds that are coming slowly but surely, but including 2 Resnet builds. One will be sooner than the other. A Resnet SMP build, and there will be another build that will be accessible for everyone to join, to come look at and do as you wish, because the Silent Resnet community originally started off as a roleplay community, and we've been wishing to bring that back for quite a while, and we finally have thought it through long enough, and we've been trying to bring it back, and now we're finally able to start bringing one of them back at least. We do have another in place that's in whip, but it will shortly become a proper thing. Yeah. You won't have any worries on either. We like to have everything open as much as possible to everyone, so if you'd much rather not roleplay and go do a different thing, then I have a patience test housing where you can go to instead. Or you can just simply explore it, or if you want to play hide and seek them on those maps instead, you can. Because, we're open for everyone. We're not restricting anyone. But looking at the time now, we've kind of gotten carried away with all this speaking. So we might as well call it here. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to share with your friends. Thank you everyone for so much for getting us to where we are at. I cannot believe it still, and it's really excitement, and I can't wait to make more things for you and just become a better content creator. So I do hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye bye.